Good morning and welcome to day 8 of Stuff Your Stocking. I'm really excited about today's items and projects, and I will be showing you a quilt here in a couple minutes. So we're going to start off with a new ruler set from Creative Grids called the Scrap Crazy, and this is the 8-inch version. I love a good ruler that is going to have a lot of options for things I can do down the road. When I show you the quilt in a minute, you're going to see that not only did we make the blocks, but we made this really fantastic border with it also. So in this template set, there's actually 3 different templates that come out to 4. So there's an A and a B template, and based on the lines, you get an A or a B. There's a C, which is used in 2 different directions, and a D. One of the things you guys know that I love about Creative Grids is I can see through them, so they're clear. They've got concise white lines. They have 1/4-inch marks on them. The other thing that they have done is they all have the notches. So because we'll be dealing with angles in this project, these notches really help you to line everything up. And the example would be when I have the 2 pieces here, one side has a notch, one side doesn't. So when I go to line these up, that notch is going to line. So when I do my 1/4-inch seam allowance, my seam is coming out just perfect. Now, if you looked and watched yesterday's video, this is an instance where I would use a dab of the glue pen to hold all my pieces so that the angles are correct. So that is part of the greatness with these Creative Grid rulers. As an accompaniment to the rulers, there is a book that is called the Scrap Crazy Playbook by Karen Montgomery. And in here there is, I think, 7 projects. It might be 6 projects. We've done one of them. I'm going to show you in a minute. Those of you that like to plan, there is even a coloring guide so you can plan the way that your quilts look. I am working on a project that I'll be showing. If you look here, this has got crazy blocks with applique on it. Well, I'm going to substitute that applique for embroidery. So I can take a design that's an embroidery design I want to make a quilt out of, not sure what to do with it, and I can very quickly add an embroidery to it, add some crazy blocks, and then I've got a quilt that's all themed together. So with your package, you're going to get the rulers, you're going to get the book, you're going to get the kit that we did. Let's actually go take a quick look at the quilt. So this Scrap Crazy quilt, we use 10 different fabrics to make these blocks, and you guys can see that it has a really great piece border. All of that calculations, all of that math, all of those angles are all done with a ruler, so you really don't have to think about it. So this is what the block is going to look like. One of the things that you might want to consider is we always have fabric left, and scrappy quilts really have always been very popular. As you're wrapping up projects, take all of your leftover pieces and cut a bunch of the different template shapes and throw them in a bin or a box, and then later on just start sewing together scrappy blocks. So if you do a lot with batiks, do one out of batiks. If you do something maybe a juvenile like an I Spy quilt, there's all kinds of different possibilities that you can do with this. So let's go take a look at what the package is, and we will get that, and I'll go through all that with you. Normally I would just hold up the quilt, but because of the size, so that quilt finishes 74 by 74, and I wanted to put it on so that you truly got a feel for the pieced border on it and all of those crazy blocks. So our kit is going to include all of the fabric to make the quilt top, including a scrappy binding. And then it's going to have a backing that comes with it. It's going to have the playbook that comes with it, and the template set. And of course, if you get the whole package, you guys are getting a $5 gift card to go with that. All of these items are purchased separately. Excuse me, can be purchased separately. Also, sometime mid-January, we will be doing a video on making the blocks and piecing the border. So we'll do a demo on how to use the ruler. So if you guys get the kit, then you guys can make right along. We'll go through the ins and outs of the block and putting that border together. I hope you guys have a great day. Make sure you check out our previous days. We're getting close to wrapping up our 10 days of Christmas, and then we'll start getting everything put together for you guys that will ship out next week, or you'll be able to come in and pick up. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow for day 9.